What up, Shreyas? Sorry, I'm like still waking up here, so give me a second. Okay, so got that. Let's get open my Twitch chat so I can see what you're saying. And wow, my internet feels really slow. Am I dropping frames or anything? Oh, we're gleaming today. I'm doing well, Shreyas. What up, Lambda? I saw you went live this morning. I woke up like randomly at like 5:15 a.m. and had saw that you had just gone live, I think, and I was like, "Oh, do I go back to sleep for an hour and a half or do I just get up now and do some work, watch Lambda and DevDad and then stream?" All right. Let me get this music back. It's about where we normally have it. It didn't go well. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. All right, I think I might have some changes pushed to this from my other laptop, so let me just triple check that I don't. No, it doesn't look like I do actually, which is good. And let me make sure this is all up to date. Man, my allergies, chat. I know this is a complaint every morning, but I swear my allergies are so bad this time of year. All right, so we got that all pushed. 0.07 megabits per second. Oof. Oof, that's brutal, Lambda. It feels cold in my house. It is cold in my house. Oh, I forgot the solar eclipse was today. I don't even know what time that's at. Alright, I'm trying to remember what I was doing here. I came to realize that I need two versions of the app token. We need a app token and a user access token, which the docs differentiate. Is that not going to open? Okay, guess not. Let's do this and we'll go over to dev, Twitch docs. So if we look at access tokens, it's under auth. Yeah, app. Yeah, okay. So our client credentials flow gives us an app access token, and I have to treat that slightly different. Morning, Colchis. Hmm. All right, so let's close that side, and let's see how we're building right now. We're not. Okay, so an auth provider. Hey, chat, I gotta go take care of one of the dogs real quick. I will be right back in like a couple minutes, probably 2 or 3 minutes. Ah, shoot, I just fucked up my mic settings. Okay, that seems all right. One of the dogs, I normally let the dogs out, or I try to let the dogs out before I start streaming, but one of them decided to stay in bed and not get up this morning because she was being a lazy bum. So I'll be right back. Why is my webcam missing? Where's my mouse? What just happened? 1 second, chat. All right, we back? I'm back. Is this back? My screen's frozen. Okay. Apparently the music's frozen. 1 second. How about now? Is this back? This is not back. This is still not back. Yeah, I know. It's because the music's coming from my screen. How do I fix this? That's still not better. Hold on. Okay. There we go. There we go. Thank you for the follow there, Jam Runner. Okay. Let's put out a tweet. X.com. Oh. What should we tweet this morning? Anyone have any ideas? Twitch.tv/DM. Why does that not work anymore? There we go. Okay. So we have these two different types of tokens. We have app access tokens and we have user access tokens. And I started adding those 2 days ago over the weekend, and I can't remember the full implications of that or why I went down that rabbit hole, but we are going to need that. So it's found result Twitch error. So apparently, oh, this returns a result now. Okay, so we have to do, excuse me, chat, I'm sorry. Say use, and this will be a refresh token. And this will be that, and we'll say result.try. And then here we'll say access token dot refresh token access token. That's not wordy. We need brackets. Refresh token. Okay, that should be good there. And when we go, is the font size okay, chat? I think I have it at 24. Yeah, okay, cool. When we fetch token, we say auth.get token. This seems okay. We go to API auth. Get token request to form data, and that is okay. That looks okay. All right, so our client is going to call this function to get an access token from the auth provider. Depending on the type of auth provider we have, we need to do validation checks. So that's what we need to do. We need to implement that. Or actually, we can do what Ryan did. We're gonna have to build a way to validate tokens once an hour. So one thing we could do, the way Ryan solved this was he built another actor that on a cron job processes the token once an hour, or on a timer. I think maybe we can get smarter than that. And on our access token, we can store some additional state. We could store like expired at, obtained at, and we could do a timestamp for validated, last validated at. And this can be an int. And we'll put that on both of these. And we have to go add that. So last validated at will be now. Copy that, come down here, throw that in there. And we'll do that. Well, it looks like we need to handle this. Oh, camel currying in docs is a struggle. How does even map I work? Feels like map I works like let's go to Camel Pro. So let's say we have we'll just say let this equals this, and we'll come and say let my R equals 1, 2, 3 in, and then we'll say list dot map I, and we'll take my R, and then we'll have a function. What is it? Fun. Probably index item. And we can do we'll add a new scope. Drop that down, go in here, and we'll say print int to string, and we'll pipe that into print end line, and then that returns a unit, and then we'll just return the item. How do I format this? What's wrong with this? What did I do wrong here? Why doesn't it like this? Oh, we have to return a unit, right? Let's say we're just gonna assign this to underscore. Why can't I do that in? Expression is type inless, but it was expression is type int. Oh, I guess the function comes first. So let's move that, and that'll go there. My R. I guess that's more my list than my R. check. What is the function? Is it not int to string? Int dot to string. Oh, I forgot to give it an item. That's why. Well, but we can come here and we can just pipe item into that. So it should be like this. Let's just check there. Eval code 1, 2, 3. So we get the items, and then we should be able to print the index too. Right? Oh, I said IDX, not index. There we go. 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that's how map_i works. Two, three. Okay, so we can get rid of this unsafe, I'm now realizing, and make this we'll just make this is expired. Do that. Okay, so that looks good. Yeah, no problem, John. Happy to help. So we need to implement validation. So then we'll write a function like pub function needs validation, or needs validated. And we'll say, come up here and we'll just link you, paste that in there. And we'll say needs validated. Come over there and we'll grab basically the same function, except rather than the expiration time, this will be last validated at, plus we need an hour in seconds. Hour in seconds. Was it like 8,600? No, 3,600. I knew it was one of those numbers. We'll say let 1 hour seconds equals 3,600, and we'll change that 1 hour in seconds. Didn't I add that to both tokens? I did. Oh, am I gonna have to? I think this is wrong too. I think we probably build errors somewhere, and that's why I'm not getting good errors. Yeah, this isn't, should have changed. Okay, do it that way. Yeah, I'm trying to do it lazily, rather than like having it on a timer. Nice, we're compiling. So does that mean as long as two members have the same this isn't Elixir. This is Gleam, baby. One thing I want to do is move this up into here. And then I want to get rid of this. And then we want to open up Spectre. And we want to replace error/error with just error. You should still build. Yep, great. Oh, do I have Elixir in my title? Oh, Elixir's new sister language. I didn't even remember what my title was. No problem, Elko. Sorry, I didn't realize I had Elixir in my title. But yeah, this is basically Elixir with a type system and syntax similar to Rust. So here we want like invalid token. So let's say we'll say invalid access token. And then we'll come over here, and this will return a error of error.invalid access token. I guess this would be error auth error. And we can get rid of the do that. We can copy that, throw that in there. I have no idea why this works. Whatever. Let's just copy the same pattern so it's not different. And we'll do the same thing here. This will be expires in, this will be obtained at, and that can be underscore. Do that. There we go. And we want to do something similar down here for needs validated. Come there, and rather than this, we need to validate it at. Class validated at. Do that. Do that. And we can get rid of this. Oh yeah. Crushing some code wars with the power of list.map right now? Hell yeah. You love to see it. All right, so that looks good. Now we have to go implement our validation endpoint. Pub function validate token. This will take a, let's see here. I don't know what this is going to take yet. It has some auto completion. It's not perfect yet, Mecha, but it's the LSP is the core team's like current focus. John, there is not. There's a deriving macro called deriving show that you can use to generate those kind of functions, but probably not going to be helpful in Code Wars if you're doing it like in a browser or something. So let's go find the docs to validate a token. All right, so all it needs is the token. So let's go down here. Yeah, having a polymorphic printer is super nice. Thank you. Sorry about that. Oh, man. Actually, I don't even think we need this one. All right, so let's say we get, we have this type, pub type, validate token response. And this will have a record of the same field. And on here, we're gonna have client ID, to be a string. And we'll have a login, which will be a string. And we'll have a scopes, which will be a list of scope. They're so inconsistent. In some places, scopes is plural, and other places it's not plural. It's really annoying. User ID will be a string, and then expires in will be an int. Now we type scope. Okay, this is too heavy for this morning. Let's listen to, I want to listen to Noah Khan this morning. Actually, this song is kind of a bop. We're gonna listen to this first. All right, so back down here, we get this, and now we need to make a decoder for this thing. So, v split, and go see if we have a decoder example in here. Hey Chip, there's an ad about to run. I will answer that on the other side of the ad break. So we need a decoder for the validate response. So let's say we have function validate token response decoder, and this is going to be return a function that takes data that is dynamic. Probably have to import that. And then we come back over here, build this function body up, and we'll pipe data into, basically going to copy the same pattern here. This has 5 fields, so this will be dynamic decode. That should have queued up. Is the ad over? Chip Pond, are you here? Chai Pond? I think the ad's over. Let me write this block of code, and then I will talk about AI. Code 5, and this is going to get a validate token response. Ads, I hardly know her. So let's just yoink these over here so we can keep some of those. So it's I'm gonna grab client ID, that'll be a string. We're gonna grab login, which will also be a string. We're gonna grab scopes, which we can put here. Here's an example of where scope is now plural randomly. User ID is going to be a string, yoink that, and then expires in will be an int. Sweet data. Why am I not getting my hover docs? All right, so there's that. And no, we do need that. LSP was just lagging. Okay, so my opinion on AI. I think AI is interesting and cool. I think it's slightly overhyped and overfeared. I stopped using Copilot recently because it was less useful than I wanted it to be, or it was more distracting than anything. I will say that Copilot was incredibly useful for boilerplate. And I really like that about it. It's really good at spitting out repetitive code. But if I was working on something that wasn't boilerplate, it would more often than not knock me out of a flow state and distract me from solving the problem at hand, because it felt like I was constantly pairing with a junior developer and I was like reviewing code rather than just getting my thoughts into the editor in code and solving the problem. So I would get distracted reading Copilot's suggestions, and yeah, I just felt like I was writing worse code and taking longer to do it because I was constantly reviewing code from Copilot. If I need code by AI, I will go and ask like ChatGPT to throw it in. Yeah, so Haley, I still very much use AI to knock out boilerplate. I will just manually go to like ChatGPT 4 and specifically do it and request it. I have like a bunch of custom GPTs set up. So like I have one for writing fast check TypeScript tests. So all I have to do is like load up that custom GPT and then drop in the types in the code I want tested, and it'll spit out like fast check arbitraries and property tests for me. Or if I want for Gleam, I have this on my uh, I have like the context written in the notes. I haven't published it yet, but like writing JSON decoders. I just don't like having it in my editor right now because it's too distracting. My secret is I only use languages that have loads of boilerplate. Now people think I'm really productive. Oh, my cam froze? Oh, my cam did freeze. Why did that happen? You guys can just stare at me like that. Whoa. What is happening? And now we're over here. New angle, chat. What up? There we go. That looks fixed. New canon. As soon as I can be bothered to read the docs and find out I'm going to make Copilot run only when I ask it to, disable it for now. Yeah, I had it integrated into NeoVim's autocomplete, but like I couldn't find, I hated it as my first suggestion. And then because it's asynchronous, it pops in late and would cause like layout shift to my completion. And that was also really annoying. So like, yeah, I'm with you, Lily. Like I couldn't find a good way to integrate it in such a way that I only activate it when I want it. I mean, maybe you could do something like how we do in like UI design where you put like a skeleton, right? And like maybe you just limit Copilot to 2 suggestions and you always just load in 2 skeletons, and when it's loaded you just replace the skeletons with the results. But like I just haven't taken the time to write something like that. Okay. Come on, it's the season of the sticks and all right, so I think we have validate token working, which means we can integrate that into our providers now. I just wrote this and I can't even remember what we just wrote. If we go look at this again, this doesn't have our token on it, does it? No. We can update the expires in. So let's write a public function for that because I don't think we have that yet. No, we don't even have any setters in here. So let's write, what happened there? Let's say we need a public function, pub function set expires. So expires at? Expires in. And we'll get a access token, which will be a access token, and we will get back a access token. And in here, we will go grab our repeated case statement everywhere. Yoink you, come down here. We can, I wonder if I can use ... syntax. that valid? It is valid. Nice. I assume we can shadow like that. And then we can do user access token. And we'll spread the old access token. And then we'll say expires in is the new expires in. Why? This type has multiple constructors, so it cannot be safely updated. Why? I've already narrowed this. Is this a bug? Well, right, but... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay. That'd be nice to have for sure. So now we need to go and grab all of these. And we'll view in that, paste that in, and in here we'll say we want to remove from the colon any character to the comma. And we want to replace that with just a comma. There we go. Perfect. And in here we can say, in fact, we can ignore this one, right? Retrograde. All right, there we go. We can go back over here now. Okay, only lets you do that because record constructors are actually contain full anonymous records internally that just aren't exposed to you. Ah, interesting. Today I learned. All right, so we need to go back to our provider, and in here we need to do So what we want to do here, we have to do a couple checks when we get access tokens. We have to check, one, if it needs validated. And if it needs validated, we should do that. We also need to check expires in. We can skip a network request if it is expired. Do user access tokens expire? They have to, right? Okay, so they definitely do expire. So we're gonna need a new error type. We're gonna want an error like token expired, I guess. Access token expired. Access token expired. So let's write we'll have a function called handle get client credential handle get access token. This is gonna get wordy, but whatever. I'd rather be wordy and explicit. Handle get access token for client credential. Oh my god, it's so terrible. I guess we can get rid of the handle. We don't need that. It's still very verbose, but whatever. It's only an internal function. And this can take, I guess this can just take our, I don't want to pass in the record itself because I'd have to do another check. So let's just pass it what it needs. So take U, paste that, and what is this going to return? This is going to return this guy. We'll yoink this, and we'll come down here. We'll throw that in, and this will be client credential, and we'll just call this refreshing. Refreshing provider will have these, basically the same thing. This just won't be an option. Then in here, we have none. We want to copy this. Yeah, that looks good. I can feel that there's an error somewhere. The LSP is not doing what it's supposed to. Just a lot of warnings. Why is my LSP not giving me the warnings? There it is. Knew it, chat. I could feel something was off. So in here, we want to grab. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this, and this will be access token. And over here, we'll say handle or get for client. We'll pass access token, client ID, and then client secret. And then for this one, we'll end up doing something similar, but let's finish this out here. So when there's some, this is the harder part here, right? This is where we need to check if it's expired. So we can say okay, so case access token dot is expired access token. This is true. We're gonna return from error. We need to grab. Did we make an error for that yet? Access token expired. And then down here, this will return error, auth error, and that'll be a access token expired. And then otherwise, we'll just panic for now. Let me restart the LSP because it feels like it worked. Yep. Let's just comment this out for now. LSP. What is going on with my LSP today? Good Lord. I love this song. Do we really not have any build errors? Wow, that's actually impressive. So on this panic, we check if it's expired. And then in this block, we have to nest again. And in here, we need to check if it needs validated. So actually, we can do a double match here. I guess I don't need that paren, huh? This is expired and access token dot needs validated. We'll pass in the access token there. And this is going to be if it is true in anything, doesn't matter. We can have false and true. And this will be to do as validate token. And then this case will be false and false. Then we just return the access token dot token, I think. Or no, we just return access token with an OK here. Right? That's the right. Winnie, no barks, honey. Why is my LSP being so wonky? Will Gleam update automatically update all my dependencies? I don't know how version pinning works yet. Let's go to this link. Gleam depths update. This doesn't look like that changed anything. Or I guess the manifest file did change. So if I do git diff manifest versus origin main manifest. How do I do this? I never remember the order here. Git diff origin. You can use TypeScript. I read enough TypeScript at my day job that I don't want to use TypeScript here. Anything compatible we bumped. Yeah, okay. So it looks like we did get some updates. Looks like Birdie got an update. Burl, which I don't know what Birdie is, but I know Burl's the datetime library. .m got an update. Nice. File path updated. What else? Glee unit updated. Pretty print updated, which we can get rid of pretty print. I don't even use pretty print anymore. I don't know what Ranger is. I'm guessing that's like a version checker. Birdie, okay. Okay, that's good to know about Birdie. Okay, so let's Gleam, I guess depths remove print. Gleam depths dash help. Gleam, is it just remove? Yeah, it's just remove. Print. Cool. Okay, we'll do another clean and then Gleam build. Okay, that feels pretty good. So let's go back to our provider. And in here, we are going to jump down to this warning. So in the case where the token needs validated, we're going to say, let's give ourselves a little function body here, and we'll say let underscore. We'll just return an error for now. That's not what we wanted. We're going to say auth dot validate token, and this will take our access token. And this should end up being, yeah. And what does that Twitch error look like in validate token? This will be a validate token error. Come over. And this will have a cause of a Twitch error. So you like that. And we will come in here and we'll say you can do a let. No, we don't. We'll use a use statement here. So we'll say, I guess we can even use underscore. Or I don't even think I need to assign anything. Maybe I do, I'm not sure. And then we'll map the error. We'll say result.mapError. And we'll pass in a little anonymous function. This will be our error. Little function body. And we'll say this needs to be a winning. 1 second, chat. I'm sorry. Okay. Justine just got home from the gym. This is an auth error, and then this will be a validate token error, which we can get rid of this. I'm glad that I at least got the completion there. And this will get our error. And we'll jump up here, and we'll import that at the end of the line. And we have an error down here. Auth.validate token. We want to raise that. Oh, this needs to be a result.try. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
You just got home?
How's Kelsey?
She doesn't know yet.
Doesn't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
She in good spirits?
What?
Is she in good spirits?
Yeah, she was in a really good mood today. Because you know how the eclipse is today?
Mm-hmm.
She made our class Twilight themed.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
What time is that for us? Someone said like 1 to 2 p.m. here?
Yeah, somewhere between 1 and 2. You want to go outside and stare at the sun even though we're not supposed to?
Absolutely. Haley said Twilight class LFG.
Yeah, it was great. We were split into teams.
Was it the cycle class?
No, this is the circuit class.
Circuit class?
Yeah.
Were you team Edward?
Yeah, of course. We were team Edward, team Jacob, and then everybody else was, like, if they didn't have a preference, we did team Bella's dad.
Team Bella's, oh my god.
So team Charlie. It was hilarious, and somehow there was, like, a perfect split.
Haley said no same person as team Jacob, let's be real.
Yeah, the team Jacob group, there was only 3, because we're supposed to, like, split up evenly.
Yeah.
So team Edward, there was 4 of us. And then there was 3 team Jacob, and then there was 3 who ended up being team Charlie.
Nice. John said, hi Justine, we know that eclipse today is because you eclipsed Dylan's world.
What?
And then Haley said, sign me up to team Charlie, please.
It was pretty great. And like halfway through class we played oh my gosh, whatever that song was when they were all playing baseball.
I haven't seen the Twilight movies since I was a teenager.
Dylan, we're gonna rewatch all of them.
Not until you watch Lord of the Rings and Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
I listen, I'm not against it. You just don't like spending time with me, so we haven't done it.
Oh my god, get out of here. We need to...
I want to see if anyone says something.
No, you're missing out. We Twilight co-stream now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah! Woo! Look at the Goldens. Did you see them just staring at me?
I know, they want breakfast so bad.
Waiting.
Well, that was a big yawn, Bodhi. Is it time? Is it time for breakfast?
I wish everybody could see their tails.
Is it time for breakfast?
Are we gonna get breakfast? Are you ready for breakfast? Are you ready? Let's go. Let's go.
All right, let's see here. So we have the validate token response, and we want to grab, we basically just want to say access token, and we want to say set expires in, and we'll grab, you can do access token, yank to the dot, paste that. Yes, that was my girlfriend. Expires in, and this will be validate token response dot expires in. What's this episode about? Expected type validate token response. That's fine. That has that on that, right? Expires in. All right, what are we doing? Oh, we have to wrap this in an okay. Right. So we'll just say okay. There we go. In fact, I don't even see a reason to make this a pipe. We'll just wrap this in okay. Come over here, jump back over here, and then access token will go in there. There we go. All right, so that's all of the cases for getting the access token for our client credential provider. So you can really copy this and do the same thing down here. The auto refreshing one is a little bit more complicated. So let's actually grab the inside. Yoink. And we'll paste that. Well, let's uncomment this. Paste that there. Right, the access token is not an option now. Oh, we can delete that actually. Delete that. Down there, delete one of the wrappers. Case is expired and needs validated. This is pretty close to what we need. So here we what do we want to do? What do we want to do? I'm not sure. Chat, I'm gonna run to the bathroom and start another cup of coffee. The one thing, actually, I'm gonna write some notes before I step away. We're gonna say we need to, if, maybe we just need the cases. So if both of these are true, we, to do as validate, then refresh. And then we'll have this other case where it's going to be true, false. And here we just refresh to do as refresh. And then if it's not expired but it needs validated, we still need to return to do refresh Or actually, no, we don't need to refresh there. And if it's not expired, yeah, okay, no, those are the cases. Okay, I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna get my next cup of coffee going, and yeah, I appreciate all y'all hanging out. Stick around because I'll be back in like 2 to 3 minutes. All right, chat. You know the drill. If a dog other than the tiny, mutt-looking dog eats that dog bowl, eats from that dog bowl, you
Scream.
flag it and let me know immediately.
Scream, please. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese in there so he eats it.
Away from hibernation. All right, so in this case, we just need to refresh the token. So we will do. Let's do. What errors do we have for this?
No.
So we can come down here. We can copy this at least. Yoink that, and this will be changed to their refresh token response. And this will be refresh token.
Okay. Now.
It's just the lambda symbol noons for functional programming. Nothing special.
Good job. Okay.
Also got some cold brew chat that I forgot that I didn't finish yesterday, so let's go. Grew up in New England. Alright, so what does the refresh token bit take?
Laundry today.
What?
Finish laundry today.
Yes, I will finish my laundry when I get done streaming. I'll start it or refresh it or whatever I have to do.
I'm gonna re-rinse for the 5th time.
Shh.
What's in the washer? And refresh what's in the dryer. Chat, he was supposed to do this 2 weeks ago.
Shh.
So give him
Don't listen
shit.
to her chat.
Give him shit.
Look at this homeboy over here, just like scoping out the food bowl.
Buddy.
Do you make? I haven't made my own cold brew for a while. I prefer drinking hot coffee, especially in the mornings. If it's like a hot summer day, I'll drink cold brew, but I definitely prefer hot coffee.
You should make cold brew for me.
What?
You should make cold brew for me. You know
Alright.
how every single day I make you a coffee with love?
All right, we'll make cold brew.
Every single day.
Token.
Never make me coffee. I'm just saying.
So we need to do a refresh token grant. And I think we have a function for that. We do. So we can come in here and say, let refresh token request equals yeah, I normally will grind coffee and put it in a French press and put it in the fridge. I think that's how I used to do it. It's been like a year since I've made my own cold brew. And let refresh token request will be auth.new refresh token request, and that's going to take a client ID, a client secret, and a refresh token, which should come from, we have to get our refresh token from, let's see here. How do we get the refresh token? It's probably going to return a result if I had to guess. Refresh token. Yeah, it does. Okay, so we can just let this in here. We'll say use refresh token. And this will be our result.try. And we'll pass in access token dot refresh token. And this will be our refresh token request. And we have a response. What is our response? I need to fix my camera. Look at this dude just freaking waiting for any sort of food to drop on the floor. When we got Bodhi, they told us that he might be hard to train because he's not food motivated. Bodhi is literally the most food motivated dog I've ever met in my entire life. All he lives for is food. Dinner time and breakfast time is what Bodhi lives for. Isn't that right, Bodes? You like breakfast time? Don't look so sad. Don't look so sad, Bodhi. I know. Ridiculous. So we get an access token back. So this will be our access token, actually. Access token. We'll say this is our refreshed access token. In fact, we don't even need to do this in result.try. We can just return this. Let's drop you and nix you, and that should be okay. Where is our error at in here? Dylan's not a no-camel programmer anymore. We lost some GGs. All right, Winnie, you're not gonna sit here and lick an empty bowl. Nunes, don't worry, I am still a no-camel programmer. I have a couple things. Yeah, I got to raid Louis a couple times. I think I raided him once or twice last week. I love that. I think it's really cool seeing someone, especially like Louis stream, who, same with like well-typed witch, people who actually build and work on languages and have deep expertise in it. That's like a type of development and coding that a lot of people are never exposed to or never see. So seeing people work on that, I think, is really, really valuable and interesting. One of the other members of the Gleam core team, I can't recall their name. Jack. Jack started streaming too, and he works on a bunch of compiler stuff. Their stream was really, really good too. That I caught the other week. Jack, I think I recall Jack saying that he's like an associate professor or helps teach or something. But man, he does a stellar job at talking through and giving context to the problems he's working on. Like, you can tell he's just like a natural, maybe not natural, but he has a skill for teaching, and it's like it's really, really good. If y'all see him stream, or I don't know if he does YouTube content, he is so good at teaching and talking through what he's doing. Like, I was sitting there listening to him, like, I need to take notes. To do validate, then refresh. Okay, so we want to do something similar. Let me actually write a comment here so I don't validate, then refresh. So we'll go up and we'll grab the validation code. Let's quit this validate token. We'll grab this and paste that in there. And as long as I think we can just ignore the result. Oh shit, I pasted this at the wrong spot. Yoink. Paste that there. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me give him a shout out. I'll shout out both Louis and him. / shout out. And then, hey Siri, remind me in 20 minutes to shout out Louis.
Okay, I added shout out Louis for this morning at 9:12 a.m.
Okay, so we've got our syntax. Is there a way to use without assigning a variable? Like, I swear I've seen that before. See ya, Haley. Have a lovely, I guess, afternoon across the pond. Thanks for hanging out as always. So we validate, and then we want to refresh. So we'll grab that, and we'll do that. Okay, that looks good. This isn't a validate token error though. This is going to be, does this map to anything good when we refresh? Let's go here. So loved. Siri is, I don't know what Apple's doing, but like Siri is so dated. Like with the state of LLMs, I cannot believe how far behind Siri is. Like it is like embarrassingly bad. Okay, I don't think we have to map the error here. I think we can just return and it'll be okay. Okay, so we do that. Where's our get token? So then in here, we get rid of that block and we say get access token for refreshing provider, and we pass in access token. Access token, client ID, and then client secret. Yeah, there we go. Great. Okay, so that feels like it should work. Let's go ahead and commit. We actually wrote a ton of code already this morning. Implement get access token. Now we can do that. Yeah, we wrote a bunch of code already this morning, chat. Love a good productive morning. What notifications do we have? Here you go, Noons. We've got some OCaml on screen. We need to, what was the bit? Create project. I'm using NeoVim. So possibly right here. Actually, it's more like to there. I should possibly improve the error here. And or improve validation here. Which is gonna be, is it env check? I don't think it's gonna be env check. I don't think this checks the project name. No, it's gonna be in init wizard. Okay, so we do have, we have a validation module. I don't remember that. How does that pass the validation? I'm actually not sure why this regex isn't picking up a slash. That's weird. And improve validation and improve the regex. We should improve the regex validation here to prevent slash in the project name. Does anyone know why that's not, why that would happen? So this compiles to a JavaScript regex. So if we take this, I should be able to do something like re equals new. In fact, I can just do that. Re dot, is it check or match? Compile. Re dot exec. And then we want to do foo slash bar. So it's re.test. Foo slash bar. Wait, what? Oh. Why does that count? Is it that dot? Oh, so we have a bug in our regex. Okay, that's good to know. I think that dot I think we need to escape the dot. If anyone's looking for a good first open source issue to work on and wants to write some simple OCaml, this issue right here in Create Melange app would be a great one to try to tackle. Really, what needs to happen is this regex just needs changed. So yeah, if someone's interested in that, feel free to hop on that. I would appreciate the help. Okay, yeah, it's Winnie's birthday. We celebrated her birthday yesterday and did all her favorite things. We took her to play Frisbee in the morning. We took her to Starbucks for a pup cup. We took her to the store with us, and she got to walk around and sniff. And yeah, she had a great day yesterday. Outsourcing? Yeah. Oh, I should actually, now that we got another group of people, I will reopen that offer. What up, Dev Dad and Raiders? Let me shout out Dev Dad here. The Dev Dad. How was stream? Welcome, Raiders. We are continuing work this morning on our Gleam Twitch client. We took a brief interlude here to check some GitHub notifications, and we found a bug reported to Create Melange app, where if someone tries to make a project that has a slash in it, it fails kind of silently. Well, it doesn't fail silently, it fails with a misleading error. If anyone was interested in writing some OCaml, contributing to open source, this would be a great first issue to look at. The bit, that's actually the wrong link. Let me go back. What needs updated is a regex. Thanks, DevDad. This is actually the bit that needs fixed. Let me update that link. Wait, what? That is certainly not what... There we go. Yeah, this would be a great first issue to try your hand at some simple OCaml and contribute to some OSS. But anyways, back to this. We should be at the point now where our auth provider can... we need to now find a way to persist this. So this is what... Ryan was working on stream this weekend. We actually need a callback too. So this needs a, let's make a type for this function. So pub type on refresh. Refresh is going to equal it's just going to get an access token. Access refreshed token. Access token, which will be an access token, and it will return nil. Can I not type functions? I have to be able to type a function, right? So if I do this in line, and we say on refresh, can we say this will be yoink? how do I do this? Is it function? There we go. Okay. And this is going to be an option. Then we'll need to update this to take on refresh, which will be a function of access token to nil. In fact, I can, yeah, that's fine. That'll be an option. On refresh. So the regex should only support characters lowercase, uppercase, and underscore. Everything else should be invalid. That dot is saying any character. So I think it just needs to be updated to be like, where it would be like slash A through Z, A through Z, and then like backslash dot. Oh, really, this should be the start of a string, end of a string. Should be something like that, I'm guessing. Normally dots and brackets are literal. See, that's what I thought too. Maybe I misunderstand test then. Mozilla regex test. Returns true if there's a match. So the regex we were looking at, right? If I come back, if I copy, well, the regex I used, right? So it must be lowercase too. Right? Because if we come in here and I say, let RE, not let RE, I'll just do RE equals this. RE equals that, sorry. And we do RE.test. So this should be true. Right? True. What we expected.
I also have a trade proposition for you.
What?
You do dishes, I will do that.
Okay, deal.
Because I'm giving up.
Deal.
Hope.
And then if we do RE/bar, that should be false. Okay, that is false. What? Why wouldn't that fail? We should have got this error message on that. Yeah, so this compiles to JavaScript. Weird. Yeah, that's going to need some investigation. But also, like... Okay, so now that's saying it's false. I have no idea. I have no idea why that would let me do that. Because when I tried running this in my terminal yesterday, which, in fact, I probably still have this up. I can show you. Right, we can come here and we can be like, over to testing. Change directory up. CMA testing. I can remove -rf all of these. So I need my node shell. And then I'm going to need my OPAM shell. All right, we'll come back to this. Yeah, either way, if you guys want to take a look at that, I would appreciate that. I'm going to focus on doing Gleam for the rest of the morning here. But yeah, I'd super appreciate if someone could look at that. On refresh, and then this will get passed on refresh. Let's go to definition there. Thank you for the follow there, Sultan. Appreciate you hanging out with us. And we'll call our little callback on refresh, which will be a function of access token to nil, right? We'll come down here and we'll say on refresh. We'll pass in the refresh token. What? Oh, that gets the refresh token out. I see, I see. We need a function.tap. Function.tap, and then we'll pass in on refresh. So let's go bring in this is a great use case for tap. Oh, I guess this would be... This should be fine, right? Which thing got the wrong arity? Because really this should get our result. And then we should be able to say... Right. This is actually isn't what we want. So we're going to come here, we're going to say result dot try, get rid of that, come down here, wrap that, use, this will be our refreshed token, and this will be our little arrow syntax, and we'll come down here and we'll say on refresh, our refresh token, and then we'll return OK refresh token. There we go. And we have an error. Did we not update the signature to take on for? Oh, this is sum. Right. Let's change the music. Let's go ahead and put on. some wonder years. Typo. And then down here, this will be option, not option. Make sure options in is, we'll say option dot map on refresh. And then we'll get a function that'll be, just do on refresh. And we'll call on refresh token. Huh, DevDad, you look different. Step away for a few minutes. Classic DevDad. I think this would be better as a case statement. Okay, that looks good to me. Don't need that. I think we're gonna have to do that at a second spot though. Yeah, right here. We don't need to map the error either. Do I like this better as a match or not? Function dot tap. So what would this look like? It would look like case on refresh, and if it was none, we just return you. Thank you for the follow, Abby107D. Appreciate you. We'll just shadow that, and then we'll do on refresh access token, or refresh token. Refreshed token, and then we'll return okay. Do that. Yeah, that looks much better. And we'll go replace that there. That looks good. Thank you for the follow, Kerchik95. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. All right, so now we've got validation happening. We've got refreshing happening. Do we need to do anything else? I can add this. This is fine to add now. So this will take a auth provider. I don't think all of our tokens have scopes with them, though. Do they? No, only our user access token does. So let's ignore this function right now. I'm not positive we'll ever need that. We can delete that. And now, in our client now needs to take a auth provider. Do we call this anywhere? I'm questioning if we need to pass the client secret to the API client if we have the auth provider, because the auth provider has the client ID and the client secret. I don't think we need those anymore. How does this work? So it does have a client ID getter. Okay. Okay. So the client just needs an auth provider. So this simplifies a lot. So let's go ahead and add a new public function in here to get the let's see here. We need a let's actually call this just access token. And then we can remove, let's just go %s and get access. Get access. And that should just become access. Yeah. Love it, girl at the rock show, she says. And now we need a function to so just start in here and we'll say pub function client ID. And this will take an auth provider, which is an auth provider, and we will return a string, and we need to grab a We'll do a case statement on our auth provider. And in the case of it being a client credentials auth provider, it's going to be our second client ID. Ignore that. And we'll return client ID. And the other case is going to be refreshing auth provider. And that's going to be also our second one, but we need to ignore two more. Typo. Static auth. I forgot we had a static auth provider. Not gonna lie, kind of forgot that was there. What is this saying? All right, there we go. If we do sort. Yeah, that's good. I guess we need to go fix this up real quick because I ignored. Let's see here. We need to write a function. We don't even need to write a function because we can do here. This will be static auth provider, and we're just going to get the access token here, and we can spread everything else. What the hell just happened? And we'll change this and we'll say, okay, access token. Do we even use invalid auth provider anywhere else now? I think we can delete that error. Okay, so now we have a way to get, we do auth provider dot access token, or client ID, excuse me, and we pass in the client dot auth provider. Should we even be able to set the client ID? Which is a good question. It does take forever, John. It's a pain in the ass. So we don't use that anywhere, so let's get rid of that. We don't want to get the client's secret. Don't need that. We do need a way to get the secret though. So let's go back. Do that. We just don't need a setter on it. So let's yoink this and static auth provider doesn't have a. How does the static auth provider work in here? So do we even need that in the client then? What do we use client credentials for? Anything? This might be able to be deleted too. This might be deprecated. Yeah, we don't even use that anywhere. Okay, so let's get rid of that function. Okay. If we want to get the access token, we do auth provider. I need to stop closing auth provider because I keep needing it. Client ID access token. Okay. Right, this will be an access token now. That type might not even be imported. It is not. So let's go ahead and import import glitch /types /access token, and the type we need is a access token. We can do that. So let's add a public function for a pub function set access token. And this will take a auth provider, which is an auth provider, and a access token, which will be a Someone asked me that earlier, too. Vu W asked, do you do drugs? And now Kenroy the Third asked if I do drugs. One, no. But two, why do you ask? I mean, I will occasionally partake in THC, but like, if I'm gonna use THC, I'm generally taking a tiny gummy to go to bed. Or maybe once in a while, I'll smoke a joint. Because I really want to get into programming, but I do drugs, so I don't know if I can. I mean, like, what drugs are you doing? Most jobs in software engineering don't drug test. So like THC is not really an issue. Usually meth, but apparently Prime just saying if you do meth, you get a Netflix dev job. You know, the meth to Netflix pipeline is strong. So let's do another public setter here, and we'll say public function set token. And this is going to take an access token, and then it'll take a token of string, and we'll return an access token, and we'll just say access token dot access token, and token will be token. Alright. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need that kind of nonsense in my chat. Dropping the ban hammer. Where is the... Oh, I never finished writing this. Yeah, it was like oddly weird. I was gonna let it fly for a minute, but then it was just like, maybe we just don't let users set raw access tokens. So we need it or somebody requests it. Access token Gleam 144. All right. Well, where's the error? Says this is a error. Oh. Yeah, we don't need this function actually, because I'm not convinced we're gonna actually use that or even want that functionality. Function. So we can get rid of that. Can we Gleam build? Yeah, okay. What up, Meta? I actually have some work to do today. It's really exciting. It's not RIP. So maybe we just expose a way to get the client.access token. Oh yeah, we should map these to client errors. In fact, I don't even think we need client error anymore. That's a whole... I wonder if we just combine this into... we'll keep them separate for now. I don't feel like refactoring that. Delete find there, find C, delete find that, delete find that, delete find that, delete find that. Great. Are we building? We are, with no errors. Nice. Refactor client to use auth provider. So now, chat, all the work we did this morning, we get refreshing capabilities and validation on our tokens for free. So every time we make a request, what's going to happen is every time the client is called with get or post, it's going to call headers. Headers is going to be in here, and we're going to get the access token. And when we get the access token, we have to get it from the auth provider. And when the auth provider gets the access token, it is going to say, hey, what kind of auth provider are you? If you are a, whoops, I'm in the wrong file. If you're a client credentials auth provider, we are going to handle this. We're going to check if it needs validated or if it's expired. This works so nice. Excellent. We now need to handle the part where we write to file. But maybe we don't, because that's what the on refresh callback will do. Because we're updating our state ourselves. By the way, I tried running create melange app according to contributing to play with regex and hitting an error when I run the build. What error are you hitting, Oscatelio? Oscatelio, yeah. Also, thank you for the follow, Daniel. Type error. Undefined is not a constructor. That's coming from JavaScript. Did you skip running npm install? Console. Const internal console. Where is that code at? I don't even remember writing that code. Console. I don't even see that code. That's coming from JavaScript. Meta, you wrote the contributing. I blame you. I don't know. I have to look into that. That's bizarre. Because the thing that would break most likely would be ink, but that's pinned. Okay, I think we're actually done with auth. theoretically, I think I want to go rename some stuff in I don't know if I want to call this a token fetcher. Nah, we'll keep it token fetcher. So let's make sure everything's still working. So let's go here. If we run this, this should still work. Open there, and we received it. All right, great. All right, chat, I'm gonna go grab that token quick, and I need to blur my screen, and then we're gonna try to make sure our chat API still works. All right. io.debug access token. Yoink that, paste that, find F, change in word, io. Good, run this again. Great. Let's open up my environment. We'll grab this. Yoink. Word, paste that in, and then our refresh token is this. Yoink you. View in Word, paste that in. Save that, and then we want to open up Yak. And our Yak tokens are going to be yank in Word. Let's come down here. Do that. Yoink that. Paste that in. Those should be updated. Great. Great, 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 great. Let me right quit out of there so I don't leak my tokens, and reset and clear. This will be a reset and clear. We'll do a dir and below, and a dir and below. And we can bring the screen back, excuse me. Twitch API, we should be able to say chat. Let's add a new, well, actually we can just do this in Gleam, right? So we vim, we'll go here, glitch.gleam. So rather than getting new tokens now, let's rename this function and we'll say get pub function get access token. Sure. Now let's write a main function again. Pub fun main. And we need a new access. We need a new, what do we need? Let's see if we can end the day on sending a message to chat again. Import glitch / API / client, and then we also want API / chat. And we also need our access or auth provider. Okay. And we'll get let assert, whoops. Let's split that, and this will be auth provider. And we want to make a new refreshing provider. So we need client ID, client secret. We need to grab the access token. Whoops. So let's yoink those. Come in here. Take that, go up, center that. This will be access token. Oh, good luck. Yeah, I don't know why my alarm didn't go off. Everyone should go follow Louis, creator of Gleam, who does some streaming. So we need a way to make a access token struct from a string. How does the TypeScript client do this? Hold on, chat. I'm gonna need to blur my screen again. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, let's see if we can bang this out in 3 minutes. We need to do, let's see here. Let's do pub. We need to write a constructor function for at least a user access token. So pub function, new user access token. And this is going to take basically all of these things. Paste that. Last validated at. This could be an option, I guess. So we need option. All right, speed run. Here we go. 2 minutes. Oh, what is my broadcaster ID? Shit. Oh, I just fucking leaked my shit. God damn it. Oh, that's all expired. That's okay. That's okay. I thought I just leaked my shit. I really just thought I leaked my shit. So this will be a string. Oh, I still have blur on? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, even a lifesaver. I didn't realize I still have blur on. I did leak old tokens, which would have been really annoying. Broadcaster ID, sender ID, and then my message will be hello chat. And then we need a none. And then down here we'll say chat.send message. Send message. This will take our client, and this will take our send message request. And we can just, yeah. Yeah. Let assert okay equals that. Gleam build. Gleam run. Invalid access token. Why? I have the right access token. I just got a fresh one. Does this, yeah, all right, I'm gonna blur one more time, chat. There we go. All right, let's try this. Drop this in our environment variable. And then our refresh token is this one. Yoink. All right, let's right quit out there. Durenv allow. And we come in here and we change you. Where's our main? This should now be test chat. Right quit out there, and hopefully this works. Damn, invalid access token. Why? I don't know. We'll figure this out tomorrow, though. Let's go find somebody to raid. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you for the new follows. Super appreciate y'all. Aluxi, thank you for the follow. Let's go see who is online. We got Louis. No brainer. We're raiding Louis. Have a lovely Monday, y'all. Kick some ass this week. Go show Louis some love. What? The raid didn't start? Come on. There we go. See you, chat.